Hi, friends. It's Sarah, the owner and maker behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, big welcome back. I'm glad you guys are here for another episode. Bear with me. This is going to probably get a little loopy because this is the third time I'm recording it. And the second time I recorded it, it was 40 minutes long and none of the audio got recorded. So, I hope that this gets recorded. I see my little light on. I hope that this gets recorded with volume because if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to go back to just using my computer audio because this is gonna drive me crazy otherwise. But I have a lot of shop update end of things. So make sure you are working on something super fun and that you have a fun beverage. I've got a nice iced coffee. The ice has definitely melted now. And we're gonna dive right into it. All right, shop update. Lots of exciting things. So if you are a newsletter subscriber, you guys already know about this and you probably have already started purchasing things because this video is not going to go live until Saturday at around lunchtime usually. And the shop update, the pre-orders went live today, the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure if you want to snag any of these new colorways, I'm going to show all of them to you in a moment, but make sure that you jump on over and that way you can get the base that you want and the quantity you want, because I do have a limited quantity of each base available because I am the only one dyeing and I want to make sure I can hit that turnaround of 6 to 7 weeks. So going forward, all the new colorways are going to be released in collections and they will be released as pre-order for a limited time. That way I can dye them up, get you exactly what you're looking for, and I'm really excited to be starting this new way of dyeing up colorways for you. So it's really exciting and I hope that you get exactly what you're looking for. And yeah, for those of you that have already shopped, thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys. And I'm trying to think. Okay, so like I said, the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern is when it started. If you want to find out about these kind of things first, make sure you're a newsletter subscriber. If you go over to the website, it'll pop up and ask if you want to be a newsletter subscriber. You can do it that way. Otherwise, definitely you can do the contact me section on multifariousnature.com and reach out to me. I'm happy to add you, and you won't. I promise not to bombard you guys with emails. I'm pretty sporadic. I try to do it monthly, but I'm not very consistent. I need to get better about that. But yes, so you do not get a lot of newsletters from me. I do not want to bombard you. Also, I did want to let you know that there's a little bit of a destash going on now. I've added destash to my sales spot on multifariousnature.com. So if you go to sales spot, you'll just periodically check on it too. But recently I did just add a bunch of yarn. Some of them are lots, meaning there are multiple skeins of yarn, and I just lumped them together and gave you a deal price, a discounted price. So that's a really fun way to get some fun new yarn as well. And then I do have a few single skeins of Multifarious Nature yarn that are on sale on there as well. Not many, but you know, I'm going to be going through my inventory here of a lot of these colorways that are already dyed, and I may put a few more on there. So it's always good to check on that. All right. Now we'll get into the fall collection, and I'm really, really excited. So the first one I want to show you guys is Hunter's Moon. This is a super layered blue. It's glowing. You can I wanted to dye it up on this to show you guys because there are areas where you can see where the silk is and how it takes the color differently. So it looks very much like metallic. So this is the alpaca cloud. That's just beautiful. And then here it is on the merino alpaca base. And there's some nylon in here too, 20% nylon. Super pretty. There's just this glow to it. So that's Hunter's Moon, the first one. Next is Falling Leaves. So I have some fun speckle colorways too. Lots of fun speckles in here. There's some leaves right outside my window, and of course now it's getting cloudy. It was slightly sunny earlier, but now that this is the third time I'm recording it, it's getting cloudy. It's gonna rain again. But this looks just like some leaves right outside my window right now. Love it. There's some deep browns, really dark browns, some kind of hazelnut color, red speckles, golden yellow. So beautiful. So make some gorgeous socks. I also think this would be really fun in a sweater or other accessory, a shawl even. Just gorgeous. Next, Cherry Hill, which is actually a revamp of my Scarlet colorway. Look how vibrant that is. Oh, it is a solid or a semi-solid, so it's slightly tonal. There's some beautiful layering to get this red this way. And it is so vibrant. It's so vibrant. My camera like doesn't know what to do with it. I just love it. So this is like my favorite red. If you want like a beautiful, vibrant red, this is one I've hinted at early on, and I am knitting my frame sweater by Andrea Mowry with this. It's just stunning. And I mean, look at this combination. I feel like that and fallen leaves. Oof, beautiful, just beautiful. Okay, the next one is another tonal semi-solid, and this is Persimmon. This is on a lace base that I carry in the shop. So this is, I believe it's merino and silk. I think it's 85% merino. It's either 85 or 80, and then there's silk in there. And it's so beautiful. It's a 2-ply. Look at that glow, you guys. Look at that glow. Oh my goodness. I just love this. It's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. So persimmon is then, now we're starting to get into that fall into Christmas time, right? So I really wanted this to be colorways that are transitional because a lot of people start knitting for the holidays this time of year. So persimmon is just beautiful. This is like the everyday, like, I can't think of the word at the moment. Why am I just like the I can't talk. I think I've talked so much I can't speak anymore. A color that goes with everything. I don't know the word for it at the moment because my brain's going blank, but yes, I feel like this would go with so much, and it's a neutral. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's a neutral. It would go with so much. I think that'd just be beautiful. Okay, next, it is really starting to get dark here. Gosh, I hope I don't lose my light too much. The next colorway is It's All a Bunch of Hocus Pocus. And so we got to get a little bit of Halloween, October in here. So this one is super fun. Again, layered, speckled. We've got some nice like navy, deep blue speckling. There's some nice dark purple going on in here. We've got some nice coloring. So these would make some super fun socks. I also think that combining this with Hunter's Moon, beautiful. You can make a really pretty cowl with this or shawl. Even a pair of socks with these two. I think it makes it a subtle contrast. Really pretty. So that was It's All a Bunch of Hocus Pocus. I am rattling through these really fast. That's what happens when you record something this much. This is why I don't edit videos. Like, I just go to town. Okay. Last but certainly not least, we have Evergreen. Evergreen Market. Look at how vibrant that is. Another deep layered tonal. It's a semi-solid, super beautiful. Look at that glow. You can see that glow going on there. Just stunning. This is again my merino alpaca base. I just love it. It takes color so beautifully. And if you want to get really Christmassy, boom, got Scarlet Revamp, Cherry Hill. So Cherry Hill and Evergreen Market. I just think those are stunning. I would love a sweater in Evergreen Market. I don't have a lot of green sweaters, and I feel like I need a green sweater, you guys. Do you feel like you need a green sweater? Evergreen Market. Oh, I just think that would look good on so many people too. All kinds of skin tones. Absolutely beautiful. I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to make a sweater in this. I feel like it needs to happen. I do. I feel like it needs to happen. Anyway, it might happen. It really might. Okay, so that's Evergreen Market. So if you want to get your hands on any of these colorways, please make sure that you purchase them. Like, go to the shop and purchase them before September 27th at midnight, because that's when the pre-orders will close, and then I will be dyeing up all the colors. So I do not want you to miss out. If you want to snag any of these, I think this makes such beautiful pieces all year round for sure. But if you want to make some fun holiday ones, I tell you what, they all just glow. I worked really hard on these. I'm super excited with how they turned out. And yeah, my brain is like, I just want to knit all the things. That's probably why I'm in a state of overwhelm. I want to knit everything. I'm sure you guys can relate, right? Yeah, it happens. We just want to make everything. And then our brain can't function. And then we end up not knitting anything because we're too busy thinking about what we want to knit. I cannot be the only one with that struggle. I know. Cannot. Okay. Works in progress. So that was a shop update, end of things. Whew. That's the longest shop update I've had in a while. Right? Okay. So we're gonna get into the works in progress. I worked on my Stria cardigan. This was my primary project this week, and it is cruising along. Here is my progress. Got some nice progress there. This is merino base, 100% merino, non-superwash. It is old mill yarn. It comes on a cone. It's not this one here. It's one up here. It's that one actually, right up there. Super pretty. It is a kind of I would say it's a gray. It's kind of a gray cream color. It's interesting. It's a really interesting color. And this is going to be a nice neutral cardigan that I can wear over dresses. I can wear with t-shirts even, but I just feel like I love wearing my dresses at work. And I think this will be really flexible to wear. And I, of course, love half fisherman's rib. So stretchy and beautiful. A lot of fun to knit. I'm cruising on this bad boy. And I am I think I'm like just a few rows away from splitting for the sleeves. So almost there, you guys. Almost. Which is really exciting since I messed up and had to rip back. So we are getting there. We are getting there. It's going to be good. I did do some spinning. I am almost done with that. I literally have like this much of a little bit of fiber left to spin up in that CVM fleece. Not in the fleece in general. I have a lot more of the fleece, but for that sweater spin that I'm doing for that framed sweater, because I needed to use that for the rest of it. So I've been working on that too, a little bit. And then we have the vanilla socks that are using my handspun. So this is a Gotland lamb fleece 3-ply. I did chain plying. for the toes is the contrast. And then this is the pygora wool. That's just beautiful. And you gotta see it in the skein to like truly appreciate the halo. Look at that halo. Oh my gosh. And then there's a fly in here. I cannot wait. These are gonna be so darn cozy. But I mean, I can wait because it's 87 degrees Fahrenheit today, and I would not want to put these bad boys on. I would be hot as can be wearing these. But once it starts getting cold, I will really enjoy wearing these. So slow progress, but we're getting there. Now that we're in stockinette mode, I just have to actually like work on it. I've been so sucked into the Stria cardigan that I haven't worked on these that much. It's okay. Sometimes it's nice to be a monogamous knitter and work on one project. I think with the overwhelm I've been experiencing with all of the things going on, like I just could not focus very well. It really kept me from doing a lot of things. I literally would just sit there trying to figure out what I'm going to do. It's like just commit to something. So that's when I knit on the Stria. And I've been knitting on the Stria cardigan at breakfast, at lunch, and after dinner. So I really have been focusing on that primarily. It happens. Sometimes you just need that. Sometimes you need that one project, right? Okay. So my treasures. I have 2 treasures that came in. This is the last of that order that I ordered a bunch of books and there were 2 more coming, and it's from thrift store or thrift books. And this one is let's see here. Knitlandia, another Clara Parks book. I have really enjoying the way she writes. I just started reading the what is the name of that book? My goodness. I tell you what, sometimes I didn't write it down. This is where I'm supposed to put notes. I can't remember, and it's not in the back of this book, unfortunately, because that would have helped me a lot. But anyway, her books are really fun. They're not really long, and they're a lot of fun. So I am going to read those. We will see what I think. I will let you know what I think. But yeah, what I've read so far, they're really fun. It's like a good friend chatting with you, and it's about yarn and knitting and what's not to like, right? I love it. I just love it. So I'll let you know what I think about it. And yeah, got that for a great deal. Used, a little hardbound. And then this one is the second book in the Unknitting Mystery series by Maggie Sefton. I have Knit One, Kill One, or Knit One, Kill Two. And then this is Needled to Death. This is the second book in the series. So the first one I have is a paperback. This one is a hardbound. But it's fun. It's really, really fun. And they're cozy mysteries. I mean, just the atmosphere, everything is super cozy, which I'm excited to get into doing more cozy reading again. I loved reading. I love reading. And I used to love it as a kid and like, yeah, a young adult, everything. And then as I got older, I got like into other things, knitting, things like that. And then I don't know how to knit and read. That would be an amazing skill. But I love to get lost in books, like go into the story and really see it. I'm a very visual person, so like visualizing these places and these people. And so I really want to get into that more. I think that'll help with my overwhelm. I bet it will. Like it'll take me away. So I really want to get into that. This fall and winter, I really want to focus in on that. I think it'll be easier to do that because our garden won't need as much tending to. And that will be a really good thing to get that calm. So I'm looking forward to it. It's cute. They have a pattern in at the end of the book, and then there's also a recipe too. So super cute, really fun, and easy to read, and not super big books either. Like super. There's this little fly. Sorry, guys. Gosh, it's not one thing; it's another, right? Am I right? Am I right? So anyway, so this is another fun one, and this was actually free. So when you buy a certain amount through thrift books, they basically you get like a $5 free book of your choice. And this was my free book. And then they have the real crazy part is there were some paperbacks and the hardbound one was actually cheaper. It's crazy. But there are some like other, like the more you spend, then you basically move up and you can then get a $10 book for free, things like that. So I will include a link in the notes below. It's a referral link. So it's fun because you get something and I get something. So if you click that link and then you've never purchased through thrift books before and you set up an account, which is free, and then you purchase $30 worth of books, which unless it's a brand new book, you can actually get a lot of books for $30 on thrift books, and spend $30, you get a $5, I'm pretty sure this is what it is, you get a $5 free book, and so do I as a thank you. So isn't that cool? Like, I love that. So at no additional cost to you, we both get a reward. So I'll of course include that link below. Um, all of these books I've purchased with my own money, not affiliated with thrift books. I just really enjoy finding a great deal on used books or new books. Um, yeah, there you go. Boom. So those are my little treasures. The two last treasures from my order. They trickle their way in. Um, yeah, and I am going to also include that recipe for the sugar-free pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice syrup. It is so good. They say you could put it on like ice cream, which I think it would be amazing on ice cream. It'll taste like pumpkin pie with ice cream. Oh yeah, that'd be really good. And coffee. Oh yeah, it's delicious, you guys. You know when you go to a fancy coffee place and you spend an absolute fortune on a coffee, but it's really good, and so you keep spending a fortune on it? This tastes like an amazing coffee house coffee, and it doesn't cost as much. So I'll include that link below. Highly recommend it. Anyway, what are you guys up to? What are you working on? I'd love to hear what you're up to. Are you guys knitting any holiday knits yet? Are you starting? I actually am debating pulling out. Um, I have my Advent from, is it last year? I think it's last year's Advent. Um, the Jimmy Beans wool Advent. I think it was from last year because I didn't make all of the little ornaments yet. So I was debating doing that because then I can use my double pointed needle cover and work on some cute little ornaments. I think that'd be fun. And those will be fun little projects that are super fast to knit. So, and then I can make my little garland that can hang behind me while I do my videos. Wouldn't that be fun for the holidays? Oh yes, I should start working on that. Add that to my list of projects. Maybe this is where my overwhelm comes from. I'm telling you. Yes. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are working on the holiday knitting yet. It's kind of that time of year, isn't it? Like, this is when you start doing that. People have been talking about that a lot. I don't do a lot of holiday knitting. I don't really knit gifts for folks. Once in a while, I'll knit like a pair of socks for someone or something, but I don't do it a lot because I wear the daylights out of my knits, and that's why I knit them. Well, I enjoy knitting process, but I also really love the knit wear. And I don't want to make something that takes that long. And yeah, I don't want to do that and someone just doesn't wear it. Like, that would be really sad to me because that's a beautiful then piece of knitwear that really should be worn, right? Well, yeah. So I don't do it a lot. I really don't. So for me, I tend to start knitting sweaters this time of year a lot. I tend to knit a lot of sweaters. And I also kind of watch out when I'm knitting things because I want to make sure I'm prepared to do my Advent project. So I always do an Advent project every year. And I usually cast on the 1st of December and knit like a color a day. And I'm going to probably do something a little different this year because the Advent I'm getting is not, it's not that style of Advent. So it'll be a little different. So we'll see. We will see. One of these days, I would like to get a fiber Advent. I've never done that before, but I would love to get and by fiber, I mean for spinning, so that it's dyed, like different bases that are dyed, and then you spin it and spin a color a day. I think that would be a lot of fun. I've seen a few folks that have done that last year, and I was thinking, gosh, that would be a fun thing to do. Just spin for, a while each day. Like that would be relaxing and fun. Have you guys done any like spinning fiber advents? If you have, definitely include which calendar you got and if you liked it. I would love to hear about that. And I think that's it for this week, you guys. I hope the volume didn't cut out. I really hope it's still doing good. It looks like the light's still on. That's promising. I really hope it's still good. This is half of the time that last recording went. I was apparently really chatty in the last recording. Like really chatty, I guess. I think I cut it all down because this is the 3rd time I've recorded it. Oh, if you're still with me, I totally think I forgot to talk about this in the last video. This is a Swift, and it's a beautiful Swift. It's a massive Swift. It is huge compared to the first one I have. So the first one I have, I got off of Amazon. I'll probably still hang on to that for a little bit, but then I might sell it. But this one I got for a very good deal, and it's wood. It's all wooden. It's beautiful. It's from Sweden, and yeah, someone trying to downsize their fiber craft room, and I'm incredibly grateful. And so I was able to snag that when I purchased a bunch of fleeces and such like a week or 2 ago, 2 weeks ago. I forgot to talk about this though, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and I can't even use it there. It's so big. Like I actually have to move it somewhere else. Crazy. All right, well, I think that's it. Life update. I didn't talk about life update yet, really, you guys. Life update. Overwhelm. Like I said, overwhelm. I've been mentally overwhelmed. I'll literally come home so exhausted and I just can't do anything. I need to like take a nap. So that has been my week. This week was like that. I need to get more into just doing like 1 or 2 things and focusing on that because my environment is starting to reflect my overwhelm. I know some of you know what I'm talking about, where all of a sudden things around your home become chaos because your brain is chaos. That's where I'm at right now. Like I'll put something somewhere and walk out of the room and I won't remember what I did with it or what I was doing when I left the room. Like that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. So yeah, it's crazy. A little bit of grief brain, my brain's a little wonky still. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Um so yeah, life update. Overwhelm. The sheep are doing really good. The critters are doing really good. The chickens and the ducks, they're all behaving themselves, which actually reminds me, this afternoon, before it rains again, I need to actually go clean out the sheep hut, give them some new bedding, and they are so cute. I went out there just before it rained to move the wheelbarrow so it wouldn't get full of water, and the sheep, Amanita, she just looks up at me from down in their pasture there, and she's just buying at me and just staring at me, and she's so cute. They're very entertaining. You guys don't have sheep. Oh my gosh, they're such a treat. They really are. Ah, sweet little creatures. So sweet. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing these days, but I would love to hear from you. I always look forward to hearing from you. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And I hope you snag your colorways that you want, because by the time I speak with you next, it will be after this pre-order closes. So make sure you get your orders in. And yeah, thank you always for your support. And if you enjoyed this video, do make sure that you like and subscribe, because that helps me a lot, and then you'll be notified when new videos are posted. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll chat with you soon. Take care.